From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Come on. Hey. Liking, hey, 70 Ranger. Hey.
They'll start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Run! Set.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup. Of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The pickup there, 5 yards. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now they'll protect this, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Jensen's good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Come on, set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First catch for it. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass, obviously.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Charger drive about to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set, ready, set.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That one complete to McConkey.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
60 red. 60 red. Cut.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard.
To the left side, he's got McConkey. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Okay,
So it's
ready?
1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Set.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Rondé Gadsden
From 8 yards out.
and the Chargers have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 17-14.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
Here's Matt Ariza now.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing
to the right side and intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll give the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther Street, Panther Street. Hurt, hurt. Go check, go check. Check, hurt, hurt.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point safely through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Back to throw again.
at the 45-yard line.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
For the Chargers field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within a point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Him in stride. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Powerful running. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, that was That's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired up the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second and 5.
Set, ready.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Black shot.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
Chargers 28, Jets 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. A great effort there, 72 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
Ready, ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 18, 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Let go.
Back to throw here. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here we go. Shot. Cook, hop, 70. Hop, 70.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Jets have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after is good. And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he will find his man on the outside. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. Hut.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He's across midfield.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7.
33, yellow. Watch out now. 6 seconds.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lions. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll look to throw here.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And down to the 29-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ready.
Give to Hall running right.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cougar 19.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
19, 18. Warriors 70.
On play action, they'll throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
They'll come up now on second down.
Now back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here comes second down.
Come on, set. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
At the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes second down at 5.
Let's go now.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ready?
Here's first down.
Down. Ready.
They'll look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And this game is tied. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Cougar 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this is a touchdown. Now it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Jets 45, Chargers 38.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he puts puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Set, ready, set.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
2nd down and 8.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
A field goal does nothing. It is touchdown or bust as they come up on 3rd down.
52 blue. Blaster, 6. Hut.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
First down, Chargers.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Of course, this definitely 4-down territory. Gotta have a touchdown on these next 2 plays. 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Touchdown, Chargers.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
The Chargers
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We gotta get an answer before we go.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for L.A., they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.